This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. Is there any traffic before we start the net tonight? Okay, hearing nothing. QST, QST, QST. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, net control station for this evening session of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This net meets every 2 weeks on Thursday at this time, and normally it's about an hour long, and information from hams to hams. This is a directed net, and I request that all calls go through net control. I'd like to thank everybody who supports the net, repeater trustees, Anthony, 9H5FA, 9H1 Sugar Fox, and others. And I hesitate to start mentioning people because I know I'll forget somebody. But thank you very much to all who support the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. You can connect through Echolink. You can connect through the DMR repeater locally on Malta. You can connect through the UHF repeater on Malta, and you can listen to it on YouTube and some other places as well. All right. Having said all that, I'm stumbling through the prologue for the net. And I'll identify myself. My name is Jerry, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, and I will now take check-ins. Please leave a few seconds between each check-in to give chance for the old man to be able to write your call sign down, hopefully accurately. So, check-ins for the 9H-HAM.
This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, checking in from Malta. Your name is Anthony. Hotel 1 Tango Lima. My name is Chris from Ormi.
Alrighty, I acknowledge 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha and 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima. Tango Lima. Let me open this bottle of water. Hopefully not get tongue-tied. Any other check-ins for the 9H-HAM Global Net at this time? Hearing none, thank you for checking in. I'm sure there'll be some more check-ins, hopefully in a bit. And the weather today is rainy, but, well, relatively speaking, warm, I suppose. It's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit or 9 degrees Celsius, but it's a nice drizzle. I've already put my fava beans in the ground, and they are sprouting out nicely. They need to hurry up so I can start eating the fava beans. But I put them in the ground a bit early this year, and hopefully I'll get my fulus or my fava beans very soon. And so that's what's happening. It's overcast about 9 degrees Celsius at the time, but hopefully we're done with the snow. Time will tell. I'll pass it over to Anthony, 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. What's going on in your world? We haven't said hello in a while. And November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. what's going on in my world? That's a good question. I'm obviously in Malta at the moment. Weather has been fine for these last days. We're getting warmer and warmer and warmer, which means we'll soon stop complaining of the cold and start complaining of the heat instead. We have missed Net recently because it fell on a feast day, and we've sort of had something very, very informal. But now we're supposed to be back on schedule. There is some information I still have to upload, unfortunately. I haven't done it yet. Amongst which I've got to upload the log of all the nets. I have it. It's done. I just need to literally update something small and sort of publish it. And and I believe we need to embark on some sort of promotional campaign, perhaps amongst other, perhaps international Facebook pages. There's one Facebook page, for example, specifically dedicated to radio nets, and several nets put up adverts over there. I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions, if anyone has any suggestions, best way to go to actually publicize this net more, I'm very happy to listen. We can sort of. I think we need a PRO, one or two people who will act as a PRO team, just posting online on different perhaps Facebook pages or ham radio related groups. So I'd be grateful for any suggestions. On Gypsy at the moment, I have one Mike Delta Mario. I also have Franz, whom I have at the moment. I can't get his call sign. I'll tell you later on. And Jonathan, who's a shortwave listener and an amateur radio listener. He won't be transmitting, but he'll be listening. And they are on Gypsy. I'll give you the call sign of France in a couple of minutes. Back to you, Net Control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Well, I suppose I can look smart or sound smart. Is it 9 Hotel 5 Fox Mike? Go ahead.
Right, that's it. 9 Hotel 5 Fox Mike. I'm not sure that he can actually talk because I think he's got some technical issue with his radio, but he is listening. Back to you, 9 November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Yep, it's France, 9 Hotel 5 Fox Mike.
I have to tell you, I love computers and their search engine. They make me sound good. Very good. 9 Hotel 5 Fox Alpha. I also acknowledge 9 Hotel 1 Mike Delta, 9 Hotel 5 Fox Mike, and Jonathan, of course. Good evening to you, Jonathan. At this time, before I go over to Chris, are there any other check-ins for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet at this time?
This is Whiskey Bravo 4, Papa Victor Tango, Charlie.
All righty. Good afternoon to you, Charlie. Whiskey Bravo 4, Papa Victor Tango. Have you checked in? Let's run over to Chris, see what's happening in your neck of the woods, Chris. Good evening to you. Nice to hear your voice. 9 Hotel 1, Tango Mike with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Hotel 1 Tango Lima to November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me on this GlobalNet this evening. Happy for your success with the garden. Not much of green thumb myself, but I do some gardening. Well, I did do some gardening. Recently, the wife has gotten a couple of pet rabbits, and I soon realized that rabbits and gardens don't mix. Just a question to 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Where does he intend on publishing the net reports? And maybe a simple suggestion. There's always at least 2 or 3 new recruits to the MARL club when it comes to doing the course for the license exam. Maybe promoting that there would be an option. Although I've been licensed for a number of years now, I consider myself a novice, and for me these ham nets are a good learning experience. I think that's one thing that one angle that you could promote it. And with Echolink, it's you don't really need a handheld before getting on the air. So maybe that's a suggestion. Okay, over to net control, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. This is 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima, Chris.
That's very good, Chris. In fact, today I'm using my cell phone through Echolink to call the net because my software on the PC seems to be believing that there's a firewall and it won't connect and it won't bring down all the information and the proxies and everything else. Let me pause here. Also, you know what I'd like to suggest also for the net. Somebody can send me information on when the club meetings are for the various clubs.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. You have, we're not hearing you anymore. You seem to have disconnected, although I can still see you on Echolink. Something wrong? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey seems to be having some technical issues at the moment, and at the moment it's just disconnected from Echolink. I guess we can wait a couple of minutes until he reconnects. I'm sure he's trying to reconnect at the moment. If he doesn't manage to reconnect, we can continue. We can continue between ourselves, but let's give him a couple of minutes. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Just before PVT, I got to let the dog out. I'll be back shortly. And he dropped out just as I was adjusting the volume control, so I thought the problem was here.
And I'm back at 7 APW.
Okay, so something before BBT. That's fine. We'll listen to you later. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. We're waiting for you. I just sort of told the net that he had temporarily disconnected and will wait for you because you'll surely be trying to reconnect again. So back to you, Net Control. You have the chair. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Friendly message that the proxy on Echolink vanished. So we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Do you have any comments regarding? I'm getting my Maltese and English all mixed up. That's pretty terrible, isn't it? Regarding what Chris said earlier on. Anthony, go ahead.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the group. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Yeah, Chris, 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima. Chris, I've got a log of all the nets that we have had till now, with the people who participated in every net. And the log is very nicely laid out on Google Sheets. And Google Sheets has got an option to publish directly to a web. So it actually is, it just generates a link, a web link. And you don't actually have to, go to any website or something. It's just a link which you, and I'll post, I'll need to update something small, and I'll post that link both on the YouTube channel, the info page, and I'll post it, I'll add it to the posts I usually send to the posts I usually send to the Facebook pages. Incidentally, I post to Marl Facebook page, I post to Mark, MARC, which is the two local groups we have, and I post the 9H-HAM Facebook page about 2 days before every net. Those are the main ones I always post. Sometimes I also post to some other pages which I come across, which are ham radio related. So I'm not sure if there's any better way of promoting this amongst the clubs, for example. That would be great. We usually don't have much participation from GOTO, and there is another club in GOTO. We might try and sort of publish it there as well. Any ideas are very much welcome. Back to you, Net Control, and perhaps Chris has got some feedback, some suggestions. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, very good, 9H5FA with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Well, I'm so old-fashioned that I'd suggest sending a flyer to each of the clubs by post, by mail, and maybe they have a bulletin board they can post it to, and people who visit the different clubs can take a glance at it, and that might be a fun thing to do. Also, if someone can get me the times when and dates, not dates, but days when the clubs meet, I'll make sure to read it on the net, and whether they're having training sessions or tests or events or anything like that. I think that would help everybody, and it's been done in the past, and I think it's a good idea. So before I continue with the conversation, Chris, 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima, any comments? November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
On Tango Lima to November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. I think the idea of a flyer makes a lot of sense. Maybe another suggestion also would be maybe on Facebook sending out a link or a post maybe 3 days before, because it happens on alternate weeks. I tend to forget which is the week where the session would be held. So, for example, today I happened to be at the barbecue, and I brought my baofeng with me, and tried to see who's on, and the net happened to be on. So I completely forgot, for example. And I do have It's on my calendar through the Google calendar. But whoever uses Facebook, that might be an option, maybe 3 days before, as a sort of reminder. That's just a suggestion. Okay, so over to November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey from 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima, Chris.
Well, you're at a barbecue and I just had breakfast. How about that? Very good, Chris. Very good suggestions. All righty, this is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, net control for this evening session of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. I'll tell my mind to slow down a little and take a pause for any additional chickens. Oh, that's exactly my Morse code speed right there. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey Net Control Station for this evening session of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. 9H1 Mike Delta. Mario, good evening to you. How are you doing? November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. Oh, that's right. Mario is coming in on Jitsi. And let's see if France can say hello to us. 9 Hotel 5 Fox Mike, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Marco and Franz are on Jitsi, but neither of them seems to be able to connect at the moment. They're listening, but they can't talk. So 9 Hotel 1 Mike Delta and 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike are both on Jitsi, and I'm seeing them now. And now we've just been joined by 9 Hotel 1 SF Sierra Fox. And he'll probably check in soon. Okay, back to you, net control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Very good. That's a new call sign. 9 Hotel 1 Sugar Sugar. I like that. It's nice to send on Morse code, too. Oh, my goodness. All righty. Very good. Then I'd like to say hello to... Did I say Mario instead of Marco? I guess I did. 9 Hotel 1 Mike Delta. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And hello to Jonathan as well. I know you're listening. Charlie, what's happening in your part of the world? Thousands of miles away. Whiskey Bravo 4, Papa Victor Tango, with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Just before PVT, I just got back. I had to leave the net for a while. The dog was here wanting to go out, so I had to take the dog out. It's a little rainy here, a little bit cool. Other than that, things are fine. My wife is down in North Carolina with her daughter for a week, so I'm a bachelor and having to fix my own meals and try to stay out of trouble. Two of the local radio clubs here, I did a program on my trip to Malta in the radio clubs in Malta, and it was greatly appreciated by the clubs. They were really interested in amateur radio there in Malta, and it seems like at both of them, somebody told me, I talked to somebody in Malta on HF recently, but couldn't remember what the call sign was. But I showed them that little dot in the middle of the Mediterranean. It's got a lot to see and is really worth going to. And hopefully next year I'll be able to make another trip there. I really enjoyed it. The people were just great. Really don't have any complaints at all, except I wasn't there long enough. So this is WB4 PVT.
Be always our complaint when we're having fun. I'm glad you had fun, Charlie, and I'm glad you made the trip, and I'm glad you're going again. I haven't been back in a very long time, maybe perhaps too long, but we shall see what life brings our way and go from there. But like I said, I'm very happy that you had a good time, and my brother Charlie told me that you got